Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear respected brothers and sisters in Islam and my brothers and sisters in humanity. In this series, we've been looking at how we might improve ourselves and get the best from Ramadan. And today I want to focus on something which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala mentions in His book in over 90 places. Imam Ahmad rahimahullah has made mention of this in multiple places, that Allah mentioned the concept of sabr, patience, in over 90 places in the Quran. So much mention means there must be something really important behind this. And let's make a link between sabr and this blessed month of Ramadan. We said in our very first clip that we're trying to increase in taqwa, mindfulness, awareness, consciousness of Allah. If that is the case, our patience has to go along with it. We have to increase in patience. First and foremost, why? Because we just heard in one of the previous clips about how our character needs to improve, and how the Prophet said that if our character isn't improving, if our speech and our actions aren't improving, Allah doesn't need our hunger and thirst. And that requires patience. And in terms of patience, the importance of patience in our deen is so important that Ali radiallahu anhu, he said, roughly translated, the patience is to Iman like the head is to the body. If the head falls, the body's dead. And then 3 times he said, there's no patience without, there is no Iman without patience. There's no Iman without patience. There's no Iman without patience. This is how important patience is in our deen. How does Ramadan help us? Of course, you and I know when we're fasting, when we're hungry, when we're thirsty, what stops us eating? Patience and taqwa. Why? Because we could sneak away, hide in a cupboard, hide in a closet somewhere, have a sandwich, have a banana, have whatever you want. No one would know. What stops us? Sabr wa taqwa. Because it is our consciousness of Allah, our mindfulness of Allah that says, no, I'm not going to eat. Ya Rab, I'm fasting for you. And that requires patience. But also, we have to have patience in our character. When we said about the Prophet ﷺ telling us how we should not go hungry and thirsty and not improve our character and have no falsehood in speech and actions, this requires patience. When you're hungry, when you're thirsty, maybe your patience would normally drop a little bit. No, in Ramadan, it's got to increase. When somebody abuses you, what did the Prophet tell us? If somebody abuses you, if somebody's nasty to you, if somebody's abusive to you, derisive to you, disparaging of you, what do you say? I'm fasting, I'm fasting. This is how we develop patience. Patience in hunger, patience in thirst, patience in behavior. And ultimately, patience with Allah. Because we know everything is coming from Allah. And if we're patient with the qadr of Allah, life becomes easy. Life becomes much more easy to cope with. And we can get through the difficulties that we face in our everyday